folks, so gonna review the Signature Fitness glute bridge or hip thruster machine. Now, ladies, don't look at this from the aspect that I'm putting this out. This is for men that are considering buying this, all right? And I'm talking, a real big man like myself, 6'2", 270 pounds, bodybuilder, powerlifter type. So if, you're a skinny dude, hey, things probably going to work for you. For a female, probably going to work for you. If you're a really big girl, might have some issues, right? So let's talk about that. Now, there's a lot to like about this. One, the frame is really solid. Like, it says 11 gauge. I swear it's got to be 10 gauge, if not thicker in some places. The plates on the end of these supports are 3/16. I would say maybe even almost a 1/4 inch. So pretty solid. Where were they cheap at on this? Okay, that's where the big concerns are. This seat belt is pretty much garbage. Being able to adjust that sucks. Now, if you are, let's say your waistline is, 40, 42 inches, you may not be able to use this at all, okay? Somewhere at that point is where this thing is maxed out. Now, could you get a seatbelt extender like on an airplane? I think you could. You would need to know the dimensions of this thing, from here to there and all that good stuff. Maybe that would help. To be honest with you, it's just a cheap ass seatbelt cord there, right? So, long term wise, that's going to break. When that breaks, folks, you've got to have some way to make this work after that. For myself, who does have kind of a big stomach, I was thinking that what might actually work better is using bungee cord with carabiners on the ends of it, a couple of them. Maybe even, stick the pad in between them. Whether that's a good idea or not, I don't know. But that could be a solution if that breaks on you, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, is there a way to buy something similar to that online? That's a good question, folks. If it's out there, a heavier duty pad with a better seat belt, that would make a huge improvement on this thing. The other negative really is, I think, you're being secured in one point. Potentially if this had another, like a 2-point harness, or 4-point harness, whatever it would be, that might be better, right? Securing you in two places just to make sure that you're really staying down on the bench. I felt, from the little bit I've used this, feeling a lot of stress, strain, work. We'll say, as far as lifting weights go, I feel more like I'm getting more out of my upper quads. Of course, if you're going to squeeze the glutes in there, maybe that's, going to make a difference in what you get out of the exercise. But whether it is really that good for the abs and the glutes remains to be seen. I think if I was secured in this better and or had, actual better way of getting myself secured in general, that might make a difference in how I feel on this. Feel a little bit of it in the lower back. So, whether you're getting the workout that you're expecting is another story. Now, another weak point here. This thing says it's good for 360 pounds, which would be 4 45-pound plates on each side, basically. I think that, long term, this appears to be aluminum, thin-walled shaft. I don't think it's going to hold up too long to a lot of banging. Obviously, this is for domestic, not commercial. But if there was one thing that you could replace on this, if you could find yourself assuming that's a 2-inch shaft, OD, probably 1.95 inch, somewhere in there. If you found a solid steel pipe and put that in there, I guarantee you could load this thing up heavier than 360. which might be kind of nice, right? So probably could put bungee cords, not bungee cords, but workout bands attached to it to make it even, more difficult. The seat cushion, under my weight, I can kind of feel this thing like, I'm like, oh, is this thing going to break on me? Seems a bit weak. So for females weighing in the 120 range, it's fine, right? The amount of weight a lot of you are going to get on here is probably fine. The seat belt for the skinny girls, that aren't lifting a lot of weight, probably fine, right? It's the people that are really going to go at it. And there will be some females that put 3 plates, maybe 4 plates on here. That's where, the seat belt might not be so great. But overall, there's room for improvement. But $300 for what you get here, I mean, if it doesn't work, then it's $300 down the tube. If it kind of works, hey, maybe that was a good thing. If you end up with back problems or some other issue from it, then, maybe that wasn't a good thing either. But I think overall, I've got to mess with it a little bit more. Figure out a way to make this seatbelt work. Really get myself nice and tight against that cushion, and see if we can't lift some real weight on this thing. I would expect I will be able to get 2-3 plates on this thing, and that's 45s in no time. But first we've got to get used to it and just make it work for my body type. So we'll see, folks. I'll do some more reviews in the future. I'm sure Walmart will be selling this for a while. I did contact the company about seeing if they had a bigger seat belt. We'll see if they get back to me. I'll let you guys know. It would be nice if they, if they won't send you one for free, if they would actually sell one. The mere fact that there's barely any adjustment in this thing and it's maxed out right off the bat, that kind of sucks. And there's no note that it's not meant for larger people, right? So that said, what's the headache of sending this back via Walmart? Oh my God. Disassembling this thing, huge hassle, right? Putting it back in the crate. And I'm not going to individually wrap all this shit. It's just going to go throw them back in the crate. Put the cover back on it and, wrap it who knows how many times, 20 times around with packaging tape. And, drag it out to, my garage. Put it outside the garage and, FedEx, hey, good luck getting this fucking heavy ass thing back in your truck. Hopefully they brought 2 people. Easier to drop it, from the back of the truck down onto the ground than pick this thing up and put it back up. But yeah, there you go, folks. That's my thoughts. If you never see another video, it's because I sent it back. But thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe.